Hi, welcome to Inspiration. My name's Katrina Jockety. On today's show, we get some wellness advice from Susan Gianevsky. Charlotte Ray tells us what's on trend this season for hair. We enter the fascinating world of comics with Katie Horton Ward. We jazz it up with Sarah Mackenzie. Enjoy the show. Hi, today on Inspiration, we're talking with world-renowned homeopath Susan Gianevsky. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Thank you,
Susan.
Katrina.
So how did you transform from being a teacher into a homeopath?
Well, many years ago, I was fascinated by homeopathy and what it actually did for me. And I started studying homeopathy, and it gave me such an inspiration that I've never looked back.
So what is homeopathy?
Well, it's a natural medicine, Katrina, that stimulates an individual's vital force so they can begin their healing at their own pace.
Fantastic. And you developed a homeopathic formula called Be Free. What is that exactly?
Well, I've formulated Be Free after spending many years working in drug and alcohol, and it was the formula that very much supported freedom. It supported individuals from reaching their own peak, really, their own mind and body balance. And I realised that homeopathics were very much assisting individuals to feel free within themselves. And Be Free came about really because my clients wanted the formula on an ongoing basis. As a school teacher, I found that I had really reached my peak. I was teaching abroad, I was representing Australia, and I came back in my late 20s, and I wasn't sleeping well for a number of months, and I was really beside myself, and someone handed me over some homeopathic remedies. I'd never even seen the word or understood it, but I actually started taking these remedies, and it changed the course of the way I slept, made me feel more comfortable in my own body.
So it's something that you found benefit from, that you found a passion for, and now you're sort of giving it back.
That's exactly right. I never planned to be a homeopath. I was just inspired by what homeopathics did for me, and I ventured into homeopathy by chance, really. And while I was studying, I ended up very much walking into Martin and Pleasant's oldest homeopathic company. And I was invited to write the brochures. Having a teaching background, I started teaching people on their products.
So it's an organic story, like your medicine.
Absolutely, and when you say organic, really it is, even as a child, living in an organic lifestyle. You know, Grandma was a herbalist, my mum very close to hearing nature's whispers, so it just made sense to move into that realm of hearing nature and being part of her, and that's exactly where homeopathy really originates from, really understanding what the herbs really do for us.
It is about sort of working together and having a connection between each other.
That's right.
I guess.
Because, you know, if we really look at women, we do so much, but we don't reclaim our own self. And I believe that women's health and women really need to focus on themselves and set themselves free. And I believe that unless we each honour that freedom within, we're going to feel stuck.
I think you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else.
That's exactly right, yes.
So how can homeopathy help women in particular, especially with troubled periods, menopause, and trying to get pregnant?
What homeopathy does, it's such a gentle and very effective medicine. It very much works at the core of the inner being. So homeopathy calms the central nervous system, calms the physical, so you really create your own calming. So if we really look at, for example, menopause, when a woman's going through hot flushes, she feels very uncomfortable in her own body. Homeopathy very much brings that comfort back so she can stand and feel comfortable in her own body.
So how do people take homeopathy?
Oh, it's very easy. It usually comes in a spray liquid as a tonic, or pilules, and you simply put it on or under your tongue at least 4 times a day, because there's a belief that homeopathics, and this is what's so unique about homeopathy, that it walks with you throughout your day. So we need to take it at least 4 times a day, and we need to use it throughout the day. So we build our own internal armour, and when our internal armour is built up, we can actually then walk on our own path.
We're much stronger then.
We're much stronger. So unless we're stronger, we're not going to feel better. And if we really look at our anchor, which is the mind, this is what homeopathy does. It really targets that anchor, which is the mind, like no other medicine.
What can one expect when they visit a homeopath, Susan?
Well, when you visit a homeopath, what's so unique and different to any other practitioner is that she'll ask you how your disease state makes you feel. And that's really what's the essence of our disease state. It's not just about curing a tummy ache or a sleepless night. The homeopath will say, and how does your lack of sleep make you feel? So because you are an individual, you have your own signature, what happens is that we actually prescribe based on that signature, based on who you are and how your sleep makes you feel uncomfortable, angry, irritable. So you're different to the next person who's having sleepless nights.
Do you have any advice for women who want to visit a homeopath, Susan?
Beautiful thing about homeopathy, we're really following trends from all around the world. It is sold in a lot of many health food stores, pharmacies and practitioners naturally. So you could actually walk into a health food store and there's a section just based on homeopathics. There's a section in pharmacy these days where I have my range of formulas that I formulate for Martin and Pleasance all around the pharmacy world and the health food. But practitioners will actually, you could just ring up a homeopath and make an appointment and she'll actually create a formula based on all your mind and body picture.
How do you organise the women's groups that you run?
I actually created a number of women's groups based on my seminars and workshops. A lot of women a few years ago said, can we all meet? So I very much give back to the women who share my passion with me, and I run a few women's groups in regional Victoria and in Melbourne, and we're setting one up in Queensland, and just a little meeting place where I inspire women to get together once a month and share their passions. And it's really women who have inspired and allowed Be Free to be where it is today. So it's my way of very much sharing with them what they've given me.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And good luck.
Thank you.
And until next time, be inspired.